Iran just saved the United States from another attack. This is your favorite half Chinese. So this article came out in the Tehran Times from Iran. Exclusive. Israel planned a false flag operation on US soil. Whoa, 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 who would have thought? Tehran information obtained by the Tehran Times shows that Israel was plotting to carry out an explosion on US soil and subsequently blame Iran, with the apparent aim of instigating a full-scale war between the United States and Iran. Well, what do you all think? Would this be possible or not? The plan involved orchestrating destructive event within the US and fabricating evidence to implicate Iran, thereby manipulating American public opinion and prompting military action. It sounds kind of familiar. Iran uncovered the Israeli plot through information shared by a friendly nation. Upon learning of the potential attack, Iranians sent message to US officials and prevented the planned explosion from occurring. This is literally Iran saving American lives. Not the American government, because if you ask me, they are the ones who are actually in control of the blue and white country. And that is what you can see by how much they are giving to them in money and in weapons and military support, right? Israel has no leverage over the United States at all whatsoever. If the United States does this, Israel ceases to exist. It's very simple. So I understand that a lot of people think that Israel is controlling the US because they are buying a lot of people in Congress, but I see it more like a kickback. The money that they are paying them with, surprise, surprise, actually is American money, because every year they're getting so many billions from the United States, and they just give a couple $100 million out to through their lobbies to the Congress, Senate, and the presidents. So there's no leverage that they actually have. It looks like they have. If you look at it from an isolated event, yes, there's AIPAC paying this one, that one, that one, that one, and the rest of the whole Congress, etc. So it looks at first phase, it looks like, oh yeah, they are buying. So that is why the United States is doing it all. But if you understand that the military equipment comes from the United States, advanced military equipment must be operated by US soldiers, and their money that they're getting is coming from the United States. I heard, I have not verified it, I haven't even tried, but I heard that the amount of money that they are getting is enough to give each and every person living there $30,000 a year. Well, that's a great salary for doing nothing, right? But that is the amount of money that they are sending. It's not that the Israeli people getting that. I'm not saying that, but that is the amount of money that they are getting. So a couple $100 million giving to a Congress is really not that much. So what are they actually doing there? If you ask me, I would say it's a military outpost. It shows it all the time. It is very, very clear to see that the United States doesn't want Iran. Why doesn't it want Iran in its current form? It's because the government, like it or not, is saying, we're not going to let our country to be exploited by your 1%. Because your 1% will get richer and richer, and we will have nothing. Right? That's what you see all around them, what's happening, right? There's a small group that got all the money, and the rest of the people will not have anything, and their country will lose its sovereignty, and they just don't want to lose their sovereignty. And that is the problem that they have with Iran, right? It's the last link in the Middle East that is missing to complete their chain and have a monopoly, especially on oil, right? Because Iran is a big producer. So if the United States wants that, it would also be very, very possible, and I'm not saying it is because I have not researched it, but it might very much be possible that the US actually told Israel to stage a false flag operation. Why would they not do it themselves? Because if that would break out as a news like I'm doing now with this one, just imagine what the Americans would do to their government, right? Just imagine it. So why are they paying Izzy so much? Is because this is their job. Their job in the Middle East is to be a proxy, to destabilize the region, so the United States can have total control over the region. And by controlling that region, they also will have a lot of control in the rest of the world, because everybody needs oil for energy, right? And this is the whole thing. And I must say, I must make it a little bit more clear. It is not the US that will have control. It's their 1% capitalists that will have control, so to say. I believe it's now 2 or 3%, but it's not the people, it's not the government, because the government isn't getting any money off them. And in fact, all those corporations probably are paying less taxes than the guy pumping the gas for somebody who is pumping gas, who needs to have his gas pumped. And that's the truth, right? Because they have all these kind of things going on with, oh yes, I invested my money so I don't have to pay this kind of tax. Oh yeah, make it 5% then, right? It's very low what they will have to pay, and then they will find something else so they don't even have to pay that. So it is not for the United States. The government, however, is always saying, America, America. They are not pointing at themselves or at the people, the Americans, but at that 1%. That is what they mean when they say America, right? That is also what they mean when they say the economy is doing great. They don't mean the real economy. They mean that 1% is doing great. That's how you need to translate it. Because everybody living in the United States buying eggs for like $20 for whatever knows that the economy isn't doing great, right? If you cannot walk out of your street without falling or tripping over somebody who is sleeping there, you know your economy isn't doing great. It's undeniable that it is just not doing as great as they want to portray. Anyway, we're getting off topic. I just wanted to share this with you guys. I hope you find it interesting. Let me know what you all think of this in the comment section. Also, please like, share. It's very important to keep me in the algorithm. And if you have not yet, please subscribe. That was it. Your favorite half Chinese.